Hi, welcome. I'm Jennifer,
And I'm Carol. We're birds of a feather.
and we're coming from Savannah, Georgia, the Frayed Knot, a little yarn store located in the historic district. And Carol and I thought it would be fun to share some of the projects we're working on and some of the things we've already made.
So, moving straight into the knitting. And in between times, we'll do a little more talking about ourselves too. So, I am wearing a sweater, a t-shirt that I just finished. The name of it is Lacey Loop t-shirt, and it's by a designer called Other Loops. And her actual name is, I wrote it down and I looked up how to pronounce it because she's Danish. So her name is Maya Koval. And I looked at her other patterns on Ravelry and they're all very, very nice in this kind of elegant way. So the yarn I used is Mode at Rowan. There it is. And it is a DK weight. It was not what was called for in the pattern. What was called for in the pattern was knitting for olive silk, which you held double and I think would also be really, truly lovely. But this is a better price point. As soon as I finished it, 2 people in our group wanted to try it on before I'd even blocked it. So I think it's going to be very popular. It feels really nice.
Oh, it sure does.
Yeah.
And it's 100% cotton.
And the yarn is really
Did it stretch much?
lovely.
Like, it doesn't seem
no,
to have.
It didn't. When I blocked it, I didn't stretch it. I didn't do any kind of rough treatment to it. And it
You did shorten the sleeves a little bit.
I did.
It have been.
So you make it, you start by knitting the back, you knit down to where it's going to divide, and then you pick up and knit the 2 fronts doing this shaping, and then knit down, join. And then you finish by picking up and knitting the sleeves down. So when I knit the sleeves down, you have to go, I would have had to do a whole nother repeat, which would have taken it down to a very uncomfortable area. Right here is perfect. It doesn't quite hit me in the elbow. And it was a really fun thing to knit. The pattern is easily memorized. And the only other change I made was the neck, because she called for an Italian bind off, which is one of my favorite techniques to do. And when I did it, it didn't look right. And it's just because it's of this yarn. So instead, I did a purl row at the top of the rib and cast off. And I think it looks sharp.
Yes,
yeah, it matches the rest of the edgings. So that's what I'm
it's very
wearing.
wearable too, because you can also put it on top of a shirt, a long sleeve shirt in the winter, and then wear it in the summer without that.
I just have a little tank top underneath it today, but definitely like a black long sleeve turtleneck maybe even would look cool too. And then if you knitted it in a yarn like knitting for olive silk, it would be very, very elegant. For me, this is everyday. I can wear this every day.
Well, the nice thing too is that all the things we're going to show you will be available on our website, which is www.thefraydknotsav.com. So I'm wearing a shirt or top that's made, it's called Flores. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes.
And it's by Iri Shimizu. And it's in Remix Light, which is one of our shop favorite yarns. I can't believe, there we go. I have a ball. It's like, I can't believe I didn't pull a ball. So it's a Berroco product. And it is 100% recycled fibers, and it's very lightweight. And so for Savannah, you know how warm it is. It's wonderful for all of our cardigans and all of the items that we like to make here. But this one was really fun. I really like the bottom part here. I think that really adds a lot of, it's very similar. You're so right. But it's really comfortable, and it's kind of got, I don't know how to show the sleeve. It's kind of,
there's lots of room in it.
Yeah. And so it goes over dresses, which is what I have on now is a dress, or you could put it on with shorts or a top, or I don't know. It's really very popular. And we've sold a lot of these, and a lot of people like wearing them. It comes in so many sizes too. So there's available size for almost anybody that wants to make it. So that's what we're wearing. So what have you finished, Slate? Oh, show me your finished product.
Yes. So finished. This was the first thing.
Okay. Fair enough.
And then I also finished top sock.
Oh, yes. I love it.
And this is a bit of a cheat because it's not quite finished. It still needs the ties on it. But here it is.
Just love this.
Top sole.
And this kind of comes together with the ties.
Yes.
Right here. Do you have the ties?
I have the ties. So you have 2 sets of ties. and that you just crochet.
Which is kind of nice.
Yes. And then they
I'll hold it up
just,
and I'll kind of,
yes. And then it just
so it
holds.
kind of comes together like that.
And
It's very
so
cute. Very cute.
the girl in the picture on the pattern is wearing it just as a little vest with nothing underneath. And it looks really nice. And
it's made in modern linen by
yes.
Berroco, which is another one of their wonderful products. This is new for this season. They came out with it in March is when we first could get it. And it is great for crocheting. It's great for knitting, lightweight. It's 100% linen and it's Italian linen. It comes in
tons of
so many colors. Yes. I mean, it's crazy. We just picked a cream for the project, but because there are so many options, but this is a really nice yarn too. And I think that's on our website as well, but it's lovely.
And then I had just one thing to say about the pattern, which incidentally is by Mochi Knits, is the designer. When I picked up again, you work the back and then you pick up and at the shoulders and work the two fronts. So when I picked up the first one, it was fantastic. It's creased because of blocking, but you just couldn't even see the join. And then when I picked up the second one, I got a row of pearl bumps and it can't be fixed because that was the cast on. So I didn't discover it until I'd already knitted half of the back, a lot, too much.
That's frustrating.
So what I'm going to do to correct this particular one is to just do a little row of pearl bumps across here with a darning needle so that it matches. But beware, all you need to make sure you do is that your cast on looks exactly the same on both sides. And I don't know whether I missed the direction or what happened, but beware of that. So that's the sole top. And then on to yours.
Another completed item. This one is called the Shipshape top, and it's by Heidi Kiermar. This one, again, is done in my favorite yarn, which is the Remix Light. Right. We'll bring that back out again. Whoops, upside down. Very lightweight, wonderful for our area. And this one fits wonderful too. A lot of people like it. It's got almost like a boat neck to it. But the part I enjoyed most about knitting it is that it begins with this little triangle here that you then pick up and knit the front and the back from. And I thought that was fun. It was a different approach than some of the other patterns that I've been working on lately. And it's top down from there. So this one's a really fun one. I've seen it done in several other colors, which was neat. The red and white one was really popular. It looks online. So check out her patterns. You can't go wrong with Heidi. She's got great patterns out there. Well written. You can understand what she means.
Be talking about her again, definitely, because I've knitted many of her patterns.
We kind of like her around here.
So what's your next finish?
Well, I have a knit along. We've all been working on
everybody except me.
The Ripple crop top by Jessie Made, and we partnered with Moss, a hand-dyed yarn company. That's one of our local favorites. She used to be part of our knitting group, so she's one of our local dyers. And this has been a wonderful project. So many people have made this. I think at this point, we've now sold like 34 of them locally. Some more online, which they don't live here, so I haven't been able to see what they've made. But this top's been great. And this one is made with the moss, but then we had to try it in some other yarns too, just for fun. And did this one in a yarn by Amano. It's called Chaski, and it's it's 100%. What is the blend on it?
It's got cotton, alpaca.
Right.
Merino, wool, cotton, and linen, not alpaca. Linen, cotton, and merino wool. So you could actually knit top sole in this too.
That would be nice. Really great. Good
nice color.
This is the second one, and this is the third one. And then I made another one, which is a gray color for my daughter, and she already has that, and she's been wearing it, and she loves it. So the nice part about this is there's written so many pattern sizes. You just need to know what the length is that they want it to be made. And it's been a lot of fun, a lot of good success from this one. We hope to show a group picture of this one really soon, but this is still on our website. If you want to join in, it's not too late before we move to our next cow. So I think that's what I have in all my completed projects right now.
Okay.
Do you have any other goodies?
So then the next thing we're going to move on to is what we're working on.
Oh,
so
okay.
because I just finished 2 sweaters in the last week, I don't have really anything I'm working on, except I'm always, always working on socks. So these are for my son Michael, who moved to Colorado and is living in the mountains. And these are meant to be boot socks. They're my idea for boot socks. The yarn is Regia design line, and it's a DK weight. It says 6-ply, but American is that's right, isn't it? DK, not sport.
No, I think that's
DK.
sport.
Sport.
That's not DK.
Oh, okay, I misspoke.
I don't know. We might have to get back to you on that.
Yeah,
it is kind of DK weight.
It's a little bit thicker than regular sock yarn.
Yeah,
but
it's DK,
but it
right.
still makes just a really, really nice sock. And I actually have mine here as well.
Wears these all the time.
Yes, these are my Frayed Knot socks, because if my feet are cold here, I throw them on.
I keep it a bit chilly.
And that's the red. Michael already has a pair in this color, and then these are the ones that I'm going to send him as soon as. Well, actually, he's coming home, so
the
he'll
way
be able
they
to get them.
pattern. You don't have to make that design; it does it on its own.
Yes, you can see on the ball the way it's printed. And the other good thing about these is that they have a piece of yellow in the very middle, so that when you finish your first sock, you keep pulling it out until you get to the yellow piece, and it tells you to start the next sock there. So
brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Who came up with that?
That's a
good one.
And these Arnie and Carly's designs are so much fun as well. We really like.
I love their
Arnie
color. Yeah, they do a great job with that.
Yeah, so that's one of my works in progress. And then I brought one that I've been working on for rather a long time, hoping that I'll be inspired.
Yes. This is
Hopefully I'll be inspired to finish it. I'm getting so close, and I have been working on it, but then other things get more important. So there we are. I've got one sleeve, and this is from a book, and it is by, what's her name?
Heidi Karamar?
No, no, the lady from the book.
Isager.
Yes, Isager. I'm so sorry. Marion Isager.
I don't know exactly
Isager,
how to
however you
pronounce
pronounce it.
Yes.
And it's knitted again in Amano yarns, this time Riti. And this is 100% merino wool. It was so, so delightful to knit with. And
it feels not earthy, but it's
woolly.
Woolly, and it's definitely squishy. Woolly. It feels great.
Yes.
It's going to be so cozy. And the design, amazing.
Yes. And let me just grab the book real quick.
You're going to wear that an awful lot. I like the sleeve portion on it too. I don't know if you noticed, it's kind of a...
It's got a rib all the way down, and it's going to relax. This will all relax.
Oh.
So there's the book, and it's 12 Tversted sweaters. And all of them are beautiful. What made me buy this book is the watercolors in there as well.
So beautiful. Yeah.
And then also for each sweater, she tells you to knit a swatch, tells you exactly how to knit the swatch. And you knit that first. And it's part of your project. You don't rip it out. You plan to
lay it on top of the image, and it has to match exactly. That's how you know you've got the correct gauge.
And I had to do this carefully, because I used a different yarn from the ones suggested in the pattern. She suggested holding two together, and that always really makes things different. So I knew that my sweater wouldn't drape as much as hers did, but I'm very, very happy with how it's turning out.
I think you're going to wear this one a lot.
I think so too.
The design
it's nice
is great.
And see how big it is, nice and big and loose.
It's going to be a great finished product.
So that's that one.
Well, I'm working on a little squares knitted blanket, and I'm using felted tweed, and I've enjoyed it. Basically, you knit a little square and attach it with a little line in between, and you make 12 of these, and then you sew them all together. So I'm getting bogged down in the color work, though. I keep changing where I want colors, and that's the slow part. Other than that, it's great TV watching. It's a great... When we're in our group here, it's easier to work on. I don't have to keep track of anything, except I can count my rows and such. A lot of fun. The pattern's by Julie Harrison, and a lot of people have made this in so many different weights and colorways. So if you want some inspiration.
And this comes in so many colors, and they all, you can't go wrong with it. It doesn't matter what colors, they all go together.
A little bit of each color in every single ball. I think that's the clever part.
Yeah.
Makes it all come together, makes it all work. So that's what I'm working on. I've got a
Okay.
cardigan that I've also been working on, again, in my favorite
This has
yarn.
a story too.
Oh, goodness. A lesson to be learned. Again, this is in Remix Light, and it's called Petra Cardi. It's a Berroco one, and it's very fun with the construction. I don't even know how to hold this up properly so you can tell. But you start with the collar, and you'll see you kind of sew them together and go down each side of it, and you work it separately. And then you add the sleeves at the end. Well, that was all well and good until I sold my only ball of yarn in the same dye lot. And I didn't realize it. I thought, oh, no problem. I've got another bag coming. I'll just grab what's gained from that, or a ball. Well, I started knitting with it, and Carol looks over at me and she goes, oh my goodness, you
It's
can
brown.
really tell the difference. And it was totally 2 inches of brown sitting there. So I had to look the other way, let her rip it out for me. Luckily, I went looking everywhere
The
for it.
leftover yarn.
From this one, she had. So she brought it to me, and it's working perfectly. So the lesson is, check your dye lot. Make sure you get enough for the entire project, because even in a cream or a white, it can really be drastically different.
And nobody wants to play yarn chicken.
And I tell people this all the time when they buy yarn, but still I fell prey to it.
Yeah.
So just keep it in mind when you buy for a project.
I think I would like to knit this cardi too. I think this is going to be amazing.
I think it's going to be
gonna be very
beautiful. I'm
popular.
very excited about finishing it. Now that I have the color,
Yep.
I can finish it. It's really exciting. But yeah, that's
Okay.
fun.
So,
What else do we have?
well, what about mentioning our Ronald McDonald project that
Oh.
we've been doing?
Yes.
So we have a Ronald McDonald House in town. We have a children's hospital, Savannah Children's Hospital. And the Ronald McDonald House is an amazing charity that supports the relatives and family of kids that are in the hospital. So they recently had reached out to Jen and asked if we could help them because somebody that they had been receiving a lot of things from had retired. So we asked everybody, and people have really been bringing a lot of
It's
stuff
great.
in.
Yes, we've received a lot of things. I even had some people mail us stuff from another location. So if you want to participate, we're very happy to receive it. Didn't give me many guidelines. They want it to be washable. It can be something that you can lay flat to dry. It doesn't have to be able to be thrown into the dryer, but hats are popular because they're a quick project to make. They love blankets. Blankets are a little bit more to undertake. I mean, it's anything from the children that are staying there to their parents as well. So we've sent shawls, lacy shawls. The most popular thing were some toys that were hand knit. Those were very popular. The siblings of each of them can also choose a gift. So it's quite a feat to try to keep up with all the people that need something.
is.
So it's a good cause, and we're enjoying it.
The more people hear about it, it'll make it easier on all of us.
That is so true.
So, okay, that we've presented all the knitting. I think that's just about it.
Wow, that went pretty quick.
It
I feel like I had
didn't
more
it?
to.
Oh, we didn't talk about the podcasts. The other
Yes.
podcast.
We're very into podcasts
Yeah.
lately, which has encouraged us to try to make one. That's why we're here.
That's what inspired us really,
Yes.
because YouTube is my first go-to when I sit down to
me
knit to
too.
see if anybody has posted a new one, because I have all my favorite people. But the ones that I've been watching the most lately are this one called Soph Knits Daily, and it's about an English girl, Sophie, and she is traveling in her van with her boyfriend and taking photographs and just having a great time and knitting. So when she goes home, she's only done about 8 podcasts altogether, I think, but she does a little show about what she's going to take, what yarn she's chosen and why. And she tries to pack sensibly because she's only got this little van. And then she travels around. So she's really fun to watch. And then the other one I've been watching, and she inspired me to knit the Dagmar sweater, which I'm going to present next.
Wait to see that one.
It's awesome. And then the other one is Eve, E-V-E, with a accent on the Eve, and she's in Canada. And she had also knitted that Dagmar sweater, and that's how I got hooked on her podcast. But if anybody is interested in spinning as well, she just finished the Tour de fleece spinning
Yes, I
thing.
heard.
Yeah, she spun a whole lot of yarn. So she knits and spins and talks and is a fun one to watch. So what have you been watching?
Well, we're also stuck on one called Mday. She's in Israel, and she does a lot of daily tasks that she films and watches. She likes to bake bread, and she likes to cook, but she also a beautiful crocheter, and she comes up with the most incredible designs, and that's kind of fun to watch that come to fruition. I got hooked on her. And then another one that I started watching last week is called KnitLa. I like her color sense, so I've been stuck in her color stories. She talks about what she makes. She's purely a knitter. She doesn't do anything but knit, but it's been fun to follow her projects along the way too. So that keeps me busy watching other people's podcasts. We're doing lots of knitting, and we have groups here that we knit with every day, and so it's fun to see what they inspire and what they bring for us to try out. And
We have a big knitting group here.
that's nice.
And it's very diverse. And then
Mm.
because we have Savannah College of Art and Design in town, we get students because when they do fiber arts, they come in here for their fiber, and we've had several of them come and join each year. We have several come and join the group, and that's nice because it brings some young people in. So we've got a very diverse age range.
It's a different angle. They come from
Yes.
like an artsy angle
Yes, they
where
do.
they're
They make
creating. They don't
some
want
fun
patterns.
stuff.
Or we want patterns and we want to see what it looks like before we get started. So it's just a different approach to how people think about knitting and making in general. So yeah, it is a lot of fun. So if you're ever in town, we'd love for you to come join us. We're here, and whenever we're open, our hours are on our website. But you're welcome to join us with us when we're sitting and we're knitting and making.
The
So,
Frayed Knot. It's the place to be in Savannah.
love that. Yes. Well, thanks for sticking with us if you've come this far. And we hope to do another one very soon where we're going to present some additional items that we've been making or have already finished and thought that we would be talking too long if we tried to make that part of this episode. But hopefully, this is the beginning of great things.
Yeah, this is the pilot episode. It's the first one. If you didn't get bored, then hit subscribe, please. And we will see you next time.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.